Oh wow, he's busy playing League right now. Well, hopefully it lasts a very long time. Who fucking knows? I wouldn't be surprised if it ends pretty abruptly, in a way. Good old League, where all these bad behavior would be breeded into. Yeah, I had live chat replay turned off, just to be sure. WhatsApp? You mean to tell me people still use it, bro? Oh, unfortunate in a way. Oh man, that that good old TJ thumbnail is that my friend made is gonna it's gonna be so stupid. I wonder if the amazing atheist of fandom would actually react to get clickbaited by this shit. Because I scheduled the upload coming in the reaction video from yesterday. Oh man. The algorithm either not well that's the thing, right? Either the algorithm will not favor it or it doesn't favor it. Either or. I think that's good enough. Must destroy Stonehenge. Oh God. What the fuck, bro? does he ever have a fandom? I think it's roughly around 100 to 200 people watching him. So, yeah, that's it's something else. I'm gonna say this. 100% of the time, whenever 100% of the time they follow a YouTube channel is not gonna support you no matter what. I'll say that. That's an interesting, well, that was a little bit spooky. It'll be a pretty interesting discussion to talk about. The whole like follow does not equal to endorsement. That would be an interesting discussion I would want to talk about to DK or live chatters. Do, 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 do. Thankfully, yesterday it doesn't really come off as like a weird chatting experience, but still, there are some cynic notions to it. I wouldn't be surprised in a way. Delete that image. This is just a bunch of fucking rocks. Yeah, that's what she said. Have you considered taking the thong out of your pussy? Look, if the word pussy gets censored off, then bussy would be the way to say it. Oh boy. Hey man, you can't really please everyone. Like I said. You can imagine advocating for like being weird in a way. Delete that. 1.35 gigabyte video for a 16 minute video is 1.35 gigabytes. That's crazy, dude. Might as well delete it while you can, because it's kind of whatever, right? That's the thing, right? I can preserve, like, videos, but if it's just reaction garbage, then I could just delete them. I can just redo the fucking, you know, reaction bullshit. Must destroy Stonehenge! Oh shit. Good fucking luck. I guess if you type in the buzzword bulldoze Stonehenge. Stonehenged. Yeah, it does pop up in the first video. Call it the neckbeard brain rot. Huh? There's still usually one comment a day that is posted on there. So that's surprising? Not really. But that is what he call it, his poor attempt at rage baiting. Alrighty. Last time on Umineko When They Cry. The book at the single truth has been obtained, and now well, what can we say within the explanation and my prediction? Well, I'm hoping that he reads up the book coming up. And, you know, there's usually the discussion between Erica and Angie. Although, both have, like, similar interests and goals. Although, Erica's goal seems like complete opposite compared to what Angie is, and, you know... you know... like I said, I like Angie and all, but... Her nihilism can be a bit, off-putting sometimes. I mean, I can understand that, but still, it's very... I'm very cynical when it comes to that sort of characteristic. Anyway. No, that's not right. I'm not being honest, even with myself. That bizarre Halloween party may have been an illusion, but that didn't make it any less heartwarming. Oni-chan said it himself. True, that Halloween party may have been an illusion. However, it was trying to use that party to tell me something. Telling me something important, that's for damn sure.
その第二陣は
Oh, fix the audio thing.
我が主より私が指揮官を務めるよう仰せつかっています。お任せを、エンジさん。あなた自らに手を汚させるほど我が主は陰湿ではありません。
Dirty your hand? Are you sure about that? I already seen what happens if you do one fuck up, then, you know, your Burn Castle would not go easy on you. See, even she agrees. Yes, that might be kind of her. These are my lingering attachments we're talking about. I should be grateful to Burn Castle. If she really were cruel, she would probably have ordered me to take charge of the second wave and to execute my own family.
どうしエンジェあんたは真実の魔女なんですよね。 そうよ。多分。
Maybe.
じゃあ受け入れましょうよ。12年を経てようやく本当の一なる真実を。
Yeah, 12 years is a long ass time for you, so no more of this moping.
私はここでベルンカステルが封印を解き終えるのを気長に待つとするわ。おそらくはパーティーのゲストとしてあなたは呼び出されるでしょう。姿見はありますので目合いでも取ってたらどうです？あんたこそ出陣前に無駄毛でも抜いてきなさいよ。
Maybe you should shave before heading out to bat. Oh, I kind of get the joke, but you know, what is there to shave, you know? Oh my god, bro. What a meme. It floated there in the empty air. The door to the golden land. So, so really? So that's how what the door should. So that's what the door should look like, right? Oh. They never gave a background like that before, so hey, finders keepers. That's a new background if you ask me. No. At its base, there was nothing except some floor tiling about as thick as a rug, so it was fairly hard to imagine that this was Kinzo's study. By this point, all of the game board except the Golden Land had been eaten away, leaving only this door floating in a sea of nothingness. There were two shapes in front of that door. They were Battler and Beato. They may not have been literally covered with wounds, but they definitely seemed to be dead tired. Battler, leaning against the door, seemed to have finally caught his breath. Yeah, alright. What do you think? That battle sure is a fucking burnout. Beato was also sitting against the door, letting her legs dangle graciously. Could the battle against the Force really be called a battle? It was more like a mere pushing contest on the increasingly small bit of ground that remained. They had wanted to protect at least Kinza's study no matter what. And the only fruit of their desperate struggle was the thin bit of flooring that they were sitting on now. Yeah, I'm surprised Beato was able to survive a fucking a spear to the chest. But then again, it's Beato we're talking about. Those goats fell into the abyss whenever they had nowhere to stand. So now, with so much of the floor gone, there was no way for them to attack anymore. You know, what are they gonna do? Like, play like the human ladder? Stack on top of each other just to climb up there? If Battler thought this, his naive hopes were quickly crushed.
ゾロリと取り囲んでやがるな。
増援を集め、今度こそ一度に押しつぶそうという魂胆であろう。
Whoa, look at this cinematic part here. We got ships now. Stretching across the ocean horizon that surrounded the door at their backs was an encirclement of countless large sailing ships. Really? They don't look like regular ships. They look like, you know, combat ships, if you ask me. As they could clearly see, the decks of those ships were packed with goats, with some of the more foolish and overeager ones spilling over the edges into the emptiness below.
すげえな。
Excuse me.
俺もお前のゲームで随分とおかしな経験をいろいろしてきたが、海賊船に包囲されるってのは初めての経験だぜ。
おそらく黄金鏡の境を打ち破る力を持つのだろう。あの大砲もハッタリではあるまい。
See?
あれでこの扉をぶち抜いて一挙になだれ込もうというに違いあるまい。
Cannons are no... What are they, goat pirates now? What is this shit? Along the sides of each ship were several open gun ports, each with a cannon pointing at the door. Oh no. Seems like you two are about to walk the plank anytime soon. If this many ships all around them fired all of those at once, there was no point trying to imagine what would happen next. Badler and Beato grimaced and hung their heads.
あの大砲を前に黄金鏡の境はどの程度持ちこたえる？
わからぬ。ただあれだけの数を揃えているのにまだ援軍を待つということは、おそらくそうやすやすと破れはしないのだろう。
確かに降伏勧告もしないで攻撃の手を休める理由はそれしか考えられねえな。
奴らが与えるこの時間が我らに有利に生かせればよいのだがな。
劣勢な側にとって時間はいつだって味方さ。何かの奇跡を期待できるからな。
Yeah, better pray for once. There's the whole let's pray for a miracle.
あるいはさらなる絶望を知ることにもなろうか。
At that moment, something small and hard hit Badler in the forehead.
いて、
What the fuck?
なんだこりゃ。コンペイト？
Conpeto. What does he mean? What do they mean by this? Oh. He's making a reference to sugar candy, according to what he said. But it's not in here, so.
私よ。わかったわよ。ベルンたちの居場所が。
Wait. So you take form into this? That's fucking crazy. This would be the boring... That's a boring image right there, yeah. The candy was Lambda Delta's transform... Dude, out of all things to transform into, you transform into a piece of candy? Are you fucking kidding me? I know Burncastle... I mean, cats are part of Burncastle's thing, but candy, bro? She was the only one of their allies capable of crossing the sea of fragments.
おお、さすがはダイラムダデルタ卿。
I don't know, that sounds a little bit too silly if you ask me. Is that Lambda Delta mostly capable of? Is her trait is being all mask her personality of being like sugary? That's so freaking weird.
ここじゃ奴らに姿を見られるわ。中で話をしましょう。一筋縄じゃいかないことになってるわ。
わかった。誰かいるか？
Alright, let's get in before something happens. When Badler knocked on the door, it opened and Shannon and Cannon came into view.
はい、お呼びですか。
すまぬが見張りを頼む。
お任せを。
奴らが攻撃を開始したら戦う必要はない。すぐに黄金鏡に逃げ込め。扉を閉めなくていい。
しかしそれでは。
奴らは扉なんか無視して直接黄金鏡をぶっ壊す気だ。
Might as well keep the door open if they're gonna like break in.
ここで仁王立ちしてたってもう何も防ぐことはできやしない。
わかりました。
ここは僕たちに任せて中で対策を。
うん、しばらく頼むぞ。
Badler and Beato traded places with Shannon and Cannon and returned to the Golden Land. Great. The one last safe house before they break in. A gentle rain poured down over the Golden Land's rose garden. The weather here reflected the hearts of those inside it. The quietly falling raindrops spoke for the pain felt by those who could do nothing but hide here, waiting for the enemy's final assault. When they returned to the arbor, that piece of Conpeito? I don't know how you pronounce it. I know I have it fucking pulled up. Pronunciation. Conpeito. Okay, well, good to know. It jumped onto the table and returned to its original form.
久々よね、こんなスリル。まさか魔女にもなってこんなハラハラした目に遭うなんて夢にも思わなかったわ。
You sound like you're having fun there.
それでエンジやベールンカステルたちは一体どこに？
図書の都よ。
The City of Books. Oh yeah. Last time we left off, they were in the City of the Books. More like a sea of a library, if you ask me.
聞いたことがあります。海を渡る偉大なる魔女たちが集めたさまざまなかけらを書物に記し保管した地があると。
尊厳なる感激と戯曲と傍観の魔女により厳選されし名誉ある図書の都ですな。
大アウローラ教は図書の都の主だ。なるほど、妥当な場所であるな。しかしさすがはラムダデルタ教ね。無数に想定された隠れ家からこんなにも早く居場所を突き止められるなんて。
それがね、簡単に分かっちゃったわ。わかるも何も向こうで大々的に宣伝をしているわ。
Gotta double check. Did I have like live chat replay turned off? Yes, I do. Because for some reason I don't know. Every time I try to reschedule a stream, it just automatically turned on. So I'm like, you telling me I have to manually turn it off every time I reschedule it? That fucking sucks.
無限の魔女大ベアトリーチェ教の猫箱の秘密大公開パーティーってね。
なるほどな。奴らがまだ攻めてこぬ理由は援軍待ちではなくパーティーの式次第のせいらしいぞ。
So y'all gonna be defeated only if the party begins. Okay. What a way to stall suspense.
そのパーティーとやらでエンジェの鍵を使って一なる真実の書を公開するということなのか。
そういうことね。アウローラは久しぶりのイベントなんで各界から賓客を集めて大パーティーを催してるわ。 未知なる真実の書はそのパーティーの最後の目玉になるでしょうね。
エンジェと鍵を取り戻すチャンスはまだあるってことか。
時間的猶予という意味ではね。ただとてもシンプルかつ当然な問題が。
なんだ。
図書の都は元老院の管理下にある聖域よ。神聖な結界が張られている。元老院の魔女以外は踏み入ることさえできない。
パーティーの招待客には元老院に席を持たぬ者もいるのでは。
ええ、いるわ。そういう連中には特別に聖域に踏み入ることを許可する招待状が与えられてるみたい。
Only for a limited time.
招待状。
これは面白くなってきましたな。
と私も思ったわよ。ところがこの招待状、遅刻厳禁でパーティー開始時刻までに入場受付をしてないと自動的に効果を失う優れもの。そしてお気の毒なことについさっきパーティーが始まっちゃったわ。
つまり遅刻した来客の誰かから招待状を奪うという手はもう手遅れということか。
I see. Can't just pickpocket. Okay, well that's. Oh well. Well, that's out of the blue.
そういうことで、どうすんのこれから。誰かポップコーンもらえる？今度キャンディーフレーバーがいいわ。
門外漢で恐縮だが、もはやお手上げに思えるね。
私たちはもうおしまいなのですね。
It's Jover.
ここで座ったまま奴らが襲ってくるまで待ってるしかないの。何かできることがあるはずだわ。
そうね。
No, y'all are about to be infiltrated anytime soon.
私たちにできることは一つだけあるわ。
それは
1分1秒でも悪あがきして奇跡を待つことや。
奇跡？
つまりこいつはアラモの砦ってわけさ。
We're stuck defending the Alamo.
私たちに幸福はない。
I see Rudolph has been delved into history.
できるのは1分1秒でも持ちこたえて奇跡が起こるのを待つことだけね。
ウリュウ、奇跡って何？エンジェが何かの理由で気が変わってここへ戻ってくる可能性が何百万分の1の確率であるかもしれない。
Well, like I said, it's RNG at the end of the day. It's just like getting a gold bar.
そのような極小の確率の末ならば、それは確かに奇跡と呼べるであろうな。
私たちはエンジェさんの帰りを待つためにここにいるんです。
ええ、エンジェさんの帰る場所は私たちのいるここだけなんです。だから私たちは最後の1秒までここを守って彼女の帰りを待たなければならないんです。
How? Like the ones that attempt to defend the fucking fort, aka the so-called mansion. uh, can only do so much, you know.
留守をお預かりすることこそ使用人の役目。こうとなればこの号だ。もう覚悟は決まっております。
バトラー様、我ら一同すでに覚悟は決まっております。
シエスタ姉妹この得体一同、盟約に基づき最後まで大ベアトリーチェ教とご一緒するであります。
45、問題ありません。最後まで戦います。ようやく似合いの死に場所を見つけたに。
にえ。
410、問題ないに。
煉獄の7姉妹、最後までベアトリーチェ様とバトラ様のおそばに。
The 6 younger sisters also showed their resolve with their eyes.
アイゼルネイ・ユングフラウ、
Oh, hey.
最後までお供します。
元 SSVD もいいぜ。付き合ってやら。
Gotta love homeboy Willard.
そしてあなたもどうか私たちに力を。
私？だよ。偵察してきてあげたじゃない。それで私は十分協力をしてあげたつもりだけど。
I think I've done more than my fair share. Just, you know what that one meme reminds me of? It's that one Sailor Moon meme with the tuxedo mask. I've done my job. I think that's what she's been. She's like, wait, didn't I just give you enough as is?
あなたはエンジェちゃんが図書の都の中にいるのをどうやって確認したんですか？
もちろんこの目でよ。私、自分の目で見たものしか信用しないたちなの。
You saw her with your own eyes? What the fuck? Do you have like some... Well, I don't think that would be surprising. She must have some sort of clairvoyance. That's for damn sure.
ということは、あなたは聖域である図書の都に入る資格を持っているということですね。
そうと、大ラムダデルタ教は元老院の大魔女であらせられるぞ。
ラムダデルタ、
何よあんたたち。まさか私にもう一働きしろって言ってんじゃないわよね。
She's like, oh no.
これは思わぬ出番だね。
図書の都に入ることができるのはラムダデルタ教ただ一人。
ということはこれはまさにラムダデルタ教のための見せ場ということじゃない。
Well, you have only got one shot. That's all you can say.
バカ言ってんじゃないわよ。あんたたち正気？私がたった一人であそこへもう一度侵入してエンジェを連れ戻してこいっての？
Yeah, seems like it. I mean, you just said that you saw Angie with your own eyes, so you must have snuck in there and spied on them. The several dozen people surrounding Lambda Delta all nodded in unison.
バカも休みお言いなさいよね。エンジを助け出すってことはダイアウローラのパーティーをぶっ壊せってことよ。私に世界を敵に回せってこと？私に見返りはないわ。あるわけない。あんたたちに用意できるどんな見返りだってダイアウローラとその愉快な友人の化け物たちを敵に回すことと割が合うわけなんてない。
I guess not an endless year supply of popcorn can even not offered on the table.
ダイアウローラとガイベルンカステルの目論見を台無しにし エンジェちゃんを連れ戻し、みんなで和解するというハッピーエンドが見られます。
どうであるかラムダデルタ卿。これほどのスリル他にはないぞ。それほどの大事を成し遂げれば、そなたも病を1000年は忘れることができるのではないか。
頼むラムダデルタ、俺たちに力を貸してくれ。
Please, please, we're begging you. Help us save Angie, damn it. Everyone surrounded Lambda Delta, asking for our help.
どうか頼むラムダデルタ卿。そなたしかおらぬのだ。
力を貸してくれ。俺がお前に最高の物語を見せてやる。そいつを最前列で見せてやるから。だから力を貸してくれ。
Yeah, it's either now or never.
うるさい。黙れっつってです。
Oh no. We got told to shut the F up. Just like from the one video that I reacted to last stream. Lambda Delta leapt to her feet and crushed the cup of popcorn in her hands. Sweet candy-flavored popcorn flew all over the place, hitting everyone in the face. Bruh. It might have looked funny. However, no one laughed. Lambda Delta's face was filled with a rage that none of them had seen before.
勘違いしないでくれる？私は観客よ、観客。ベアトに招かれてそのゲームを見物に来ただけの客人よ。その私がなんであんたたちのために命までかけなきゃなんないわけ？ヘンジが帰ってきたらハッピーエンド？バカじゃない？怒り狂ったベルンとその軍勢が一気になだれ込んできてブチッと潰されておしまいじゃない。私がここにいる理由はたった一つよ。それは面白い物語が見られるとそこのリオンに単価を切られたから。そして私はもうじき最高に面白い物語が見られることを信じて疑わないわ。それは排水の陣でベルンの軍勢と戦って一人また一人と散っていく悲しい悲しい物語。全員に散り際の見せ場がありそうだもんね。それを間近でもうじき感激できるのよ。あんたたちはもうじきみんな死ぬの。でも私は違う。私は観客よ。
So that's a no, right? You don't want to you want to sit back and not, get yourself killed.
あんたも一緒に死んでくれなんて言われる筋合いはこれっぽっちもないんだから。
No one was able to say a word. In the still silence, where there was no sound except that of the rain, even Lambda Delta finally hung her head in dismay.
ごめんね。私ってば最高にかっこ悪いわ。そうよね。ここで私が任せておきなさいって胸を叩いたら、私の人気はうなぎ登りで、次の人気投票はトップ3くらいに入っちゃうかもね。でもね、私はあんたたちと違って物語の登場人物じゃないのよ。
It's interesting how certain characters would break the fourth wall on certain dialogue.
死ねないのよ。あんたたちが深夜にクライマックスはこれからだとか意気込んでるけど、私は明日月曜で学校で日直で朝は起床が早いわけよ。住んでる世界が違うの。だからさ、私をさ、
Well, it doesn't look like you said no yet. So, Lambda Delta staggered as though dizzy, then plopped down into a chair. Then she became expressionless like a doll, just staring at a single point in space, silently. Badler softly apologized. Well, that's one way to turn this into dead air. Just like me. However, Lambda Delta remained expressionless. Hmm. Oh my god, dude.
俺たちにできることも尽くさないのに。
What a way to have a... Excuse me.
あんたにだけ何かを失うように強いるのはフェアじゃない。俺たちはここで戦い、最後の1秒までここを守る。エンジェが一なる真実よりも俺たちを選び、帰ってきてくれるかもしれない奇跡を信じて。それも尽くさないのに、あんたに俺たちと一緒に命を捨ててくれなんて頼めるわけもない。
Badler rose from his seat and span around.
バトラー、
見張りの二人と交代してくれ。俺が奴らと戦う時の先人でありたい。
I'm gonna send the strongest ones, including yourself, on the front line.
それが今すぐ俺がラムダデルタに見せられる俺の決意だ。
わらわも行くぞ。お師匠様はラムダデルタ教に新しいポップコーンを頼む。
Yeah, better get her some popcorn just to entertain her.
デアと演者は必ず帰る。信じねば実る奇跡も実らぬというもの。くじを買わねば当たることもないのだからな。
Anytime people say like a miracle can be obtained within 1 in a million, I always think of this as like the RNG equivalent to winning a Mega Million or a Powerball or any sort of like millionaire lottery in a way. So you just rely on like lottery results or sheer luck. Beato also stood up and followed Badler.
みんな、
Excuse me.
戦いに備え何かの準備をしよう。
賛成だぜ。ここでうつむいてだってバカバカしいぜ。
そうだな。
Rudolph got his gun.
最後くらい景気よく行こうぜ。
エンジェちゃんの帰る場所を守らなくちゃ。
私たちも作戦会議が必要です。
I mean, y'all got like a little gazebo with a table. There's your area to have a conference.
そうだな。家具に武具に悪魔に異端審問官だ。このちぐはぐ連合軍でうまく連携を取らなきゃな。
さあ妹たち、休憩の時間は終わりよ。シエスタ対起立。
The humans and illusions all rose to their feet and left the arbor. Afterwards, only Lambda Delta remained, still staring blankly at a point in empty space. Well, that escalated into something unfortunate. Oh, it's Eva Beatrice saying shit now.
インスタント？それともティーバッグかしら？
おや、同志エヴァもいかがです？カップはないのでロートになりますが。
A gold butterfly drifted onto the balcony and turned into Eva. Yeah, what do you mean you're out of cups?
ベルンカステルの様子はどう？一なる真実の書の封印を解くのにまだだいぶかかるのかしら。
それを伝えに来たのよ。封印が解けたそうよ。
おめでとうございます。いよいよですね。あなたの人生のピリオド。
Prepare to mark the end of your life of misery. Get rid of life in order to get rid of that, your suffering misery.
鍵を持ってベルンカステル教のところへお行きなさいな。使い魔の猫が案内してくれるわ。
Two emerald sparkles flew in. They were the green, glinting eyes of a black cat. The cat flicked his tail elegantly, with the dignity of a high-class attendant.
わかったわ。じゃあ、ちょっと行ってくるわ。
Yeah, you'll be back in a bit, alright. If I just do this... Hold on. Gotta... Oh, wrong screen to share on Discord. There we go. Angie rose from her seat. She did it casually, as though she really was just heading out for a short trip. However, her lips would probably never touch her half-finished cup of tea again.
短い間でしたが、楽しかったです。
Yeah, seems like it. Yellow. Hey Sam, good to see you.
同族嫌悪って感情を知ることができる貴重な時間でした。
Where am I at? Still chapter 13? I still got like several more to go.
私こそ次に会えたらどうやったらこんなにまずく紅茶が入れられるのかぜひ秘密を教えてほしいわ。
I usually thought tea would taste the same, but damn, that really did made it that really is a disaster for her, huh?
嬉しい？
That depends.
私が12年間ずっと隠して意地悪してきた秘密がいよいよ知れて
嬉しいわ。ああ、今ならエリカの気持ちがわかるわ。あんたが死ぬまで守った秘密を暴けてあんたに一矢報いてやったって気持ちになるもの。
それは気持ちのいいこと？
多少はマシって程度だわ。
Angie nodded towards the black cat to let it know that she was ready. The cat nodded back in a refined manner, indicated that it wanted Angie to follow, and leapt from the balcony. Without turning back, Angie followed it, jumping out into the air as though swimming. Eva watched her go. An expression of ridicule and scorn failed to cross her face.
いってらっしゃい、エンジェル。それもあんたの選んだ道よ。あんたはもう6歳じゃない。18歳なのよ。自分の人生は自分で選択しなさい。
The Angie of the future.
過保護なおばさまだことで。
私は式典の様子を見に行くけれど、あなたは？
もうじき出陣の時間ですので船に向かいます。手土産にはベアとの屍を、腹渡はパーティーに。私は皮をもらえることになってますので剥製を作りましょう。
Damn, just gonna turn her into a piñata? That's not surprising, but still.
これで謎のベールに包まれた六軒島物語もおしまいね。
するとその駒であるあんたもおしまいになりますね。
Let's be real. I've seen the first Twilight of episode 2. First 6 got murdered, and they got stuffed like piñatas. Oh no, I could. Oh, but wait. The stuff that they ate there were bombs in the food. You know, you know what I mean.
私はただの駒よ。駒の役目はゲームが終わるまで自分の役目に忠実であることだわ。ゲームが終わった後のことを考えるのは駒の役目じゃない。
そうですね。
When Battler said small bombs as the result of how the first 6 got, died, you would think oh, maybe he would said grenade, but but it's just how he worded it.
それは私も同じです。お互い今のこのひとときを楽しみましょう。では私もこれで失礼します。
じゃあね、お仕事頑張ってね。
After exchanging elegant bows, the two witches vanished at the same time. Nothing remained except some half-finished teacups and the aroma of the tea itself. Oh, I thought... Oh shit, we're back here? What the hell? I thought the chapter would end by itself, but now we're here. One after another, luxury cars stopped in front of a high-class hotel in the city, and guests began to step out of them.
いやあ、大月教授。おお、これは前回のコンベンション以来ですな。
All of the guests gathered here were very rich and cultured. A single hobby tied all of them together. They were witch hunters, like-minded people who enjoyed exploring various interpretations of the Rokujima mystery.
しかし本当でしょうか?
Wait. Am I getting the similar resemblance? Why is the party of witch hunters invited to this sort of hotel that's almost just like the one in the game world? Not really game world per se, but you get what I meant, right?
後ろ見合えばの日記帳が実在したなんて。
So I feel like I'm feeling I'm getting a little bit of similarities here, but I don't know.
いいいい、私も噂には聞いておりました。後宮エヴァが死の直前に隠したとささやかれる秘密の日記。彼女は六軒島の真実をそれに密かに記していたと噂されます。まるで王様の耳はロバの耳ですな。人は自分しか知り得ない秘密を穴を掘ってでも口にせずにはいられない悲しい生き物なのです。何でも聞いた話ではドバイのコレクターが1000万ドルで買収を持ちかけてるとか。それはすごい。それだけロッキン島ミステリーが魅力的なことの証左ですな。
Conversations like this were breaking out passionately all over the place. Furthermore, it wasn't just guests who were allowed to enter. The press was also there in force. The Rokenjima mystery was such a large movement that it became a social phenomenon at one point. Though it had died down slightly in recent years, it was still a topic fiercely debated across the internet. It was hardly any surprise that the discovery and imminent release of Ushiromiya Eva's diary, which contained the truth of that mystery, had caused an uproar. And on top of all that, the mysterious forger, Itoi Kukuro, was to appear publicly for the first time. In fact, it seemed that Itoi Kukuro and Hachijo Toya, the up-and-coming mystery novelist, were the same person. Of course, this meant that Hachijo Toya would also be appearing in public for the first time. Though she was thought to be a male author, the fact that she was actually a mysterious woman, author alone, was enough to cause a stir. Before the diary unveiling party, a press conference was held in one of the rooms of the hotel. Alright, okay, now I'm getting... Yeah, I am getting the similar vibe here. Part of me thinks that this one right here is also, you know, controlled the creation of a fantasy tale, but that's just me.
いかにも私が八条東也です。
先生は過去のサイン会においても影武者を立ててまで姿を現すことを拒まれてきたわけですが、それが今回こうして姿を現されたのはどういうご心境の変化からでしょ
う。六軒島の魔女伝説は無限の物語を生み出してきました。それが終焉することの意味を考えれば、物書きの端くれとしては姿を現す形で敬意を表するべきであると感じたからです。
偽書作家としての先生はネット上で真実に至ったと公言されておりました。
Oh shit, we got a row of chairs going on.
それはつまりもう先生は日記の中身をご覧になっているということなのですか。
そしてそれはもうじき皆さんにも公開されることとなるでしょう。
こう言ってはなんですが、日記の中に記された内容が真実であるとの保証はあるのでしょうか。個人の私的記録に過ぎないといううがった見方もあるようですが。
いいえ、私が保証します。日記には真実が記されています。
The truth is recorded in this diary. Oh, yes. If I'm getting this similar resemblance of, you know, the grand party in the meta world, is it really the meta world? Is this right here? Is the real world also controlling the meta world? Is that how this goes? Or is it... But... I don't think... No, I don't think it's meta world per se. But... You get what I mean. Grand party. Same shit. A stir passed through the crowd, and the room was suddenly filled with camera flashes.
これにて八条先生の会見を終了いたします。報道各社の皆さん、本日は誠にありがとうございます。引き続きまして、後宮エバ氏の日記の撮影時間に移りたいと思います。
A hotel worker pushed forward a cart covered by a veil. Then, after looking to Hachijo for approval, he removed the veil. There lay Ushiromiya Eva's diary. The book of the single truth sat there, waiting for a seal to be released. Hachijo held it to her chest and laughed enigmatically. Camera flashes came from everywhere, making the book of the single truth glint.
以上で会見を終了させていただきます。それでは皆様、会場の方へ移動をお願いいたします。
Still holding the diary, Hachijo left the press conference room, escorted by men from the hotel, until she went through a door that said authorized personnel only. The journalists continued to surround her and ask questions, hoping to gather just one more comment. When the door slammed shut, the world twisted. The hotel employees became black cats wearing capes. Hachijo had turned into Featherine.
すごい熱気じゃない。楽しめた？疲れる。だが悪くない。それにしても、この日記は重いな。
Featherine tossed the diary, and Berncastle caught it.
私は少し控え室で休ませてもらおう。出番なんてすぐよ。休んでる暇なんてないでしょ。では休むと言わず、久しぶりの興奮をかみしめる時間が欲しいと言い直す。この本借りるわよ。園児に一番に見せる約束をしているわ。そうか。ならば好きにするがよい。
Featherine left, followed by her cat attendants. After watching her until she was out of sight, Berncastle disappeared as well. Now it's a good time to end it from here. Oh man. Are they this close to opening up the diary of the single truth, I wonder? Well, maybe I gotta find out more on the next recording. So, with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. I gotta get some water while I'm at it, too. Oh, boy. Pretty sure that background noise, yeah, this this kind of background noise is not the best for dead air. Fucking allergies, man. Better give the stream a like. Better give the stream a like because I got like one more recording and then I can gladly end the stream from here. The usual stuff. Oh man, this reaction video that I schedule upload is gonna be interesting. That really depends whether TJ Kirk look would see this on within on the recommended page or not. Fragments in mind. Good to see you. Hmm. Maybe nature is healing in a way. TJ Kirk, you mean the amazing atheist? Yeah, yeah, that's the guy. I mean, I have nothing against him. So like, if you enjoy what if people in watch if people enjoy watching the guy, then I got nothing against him. But I I believe at the same time, I think look, I think I'm allowed to disagree on some of the on probably some crazy shit. You know, and that's the thing, right? Like I've said some opinions here or there. I think I've called them, an idiot, which I don't really mind per se. So I'm nothing against it in all honesty. God damn, 5 people watching this? Jesus. It's crazy, bro. Ain't that a wild moment? But yeah, yesterday's stream I reacted like to him where it was his video was titled like Bulldoze Stonehenge. And I can say the video was pretty funny when I reacted to it. Although there are some things I don't most of the things I don't really agree with it. Sometimes it came like way out of the park, you know. So there's that. Why? I think it's a national treasure. See, I'm glad at least we're on the same page. Well, not everyone's on the same page, but so TJ Kirk said that the Stonehenge is just nothing but a bunch of rocks. I paused the video and said that, well, I think the Stonehenge, while I don't have like prior knowledge, it's still a historical monument. Like, sure, you 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 could just end it briefly. Say, well, I don't care about you know the brief. You sure that's not a joke? I'm not sure. Here's the thing, though, right? I'm either really stupid that the joke flew over my head, or it's that video that he did was rage bait. That was the two things. It's one of the most accurate calendars in the prehistoric. That's the thing, right? It's supposed, from what I recall, it was supposed to be constructed as like some sort of like a calendar in some prehistoric era, from what I recall. But it could be many things. I mean, hey, yeah. So what happened was like there was some climate activists that went over to like the area where Stonehenge was, and they sprayed like whatever that fucking substance was, but it didn't permanently stay. It it's just it looks like fucking powder shit. Yeah, those guys. I didn't really say like they could. Oh yeah, they're fucking weird. I wouldn't say I hate them, but they're pretty unhinged. You would think they would just like protest somewhere else, like some like. And I really hate to say it, to turn into a political topic, but at the same time, like I do. I play games. I record games. I look at some do some political reactions on the side, but I don't want to stream it. But instead of protesting shit, they would just block block the roads, the roadways, block the streets, and vandalize shit. So what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like it's just these kind of people, like make we're trying to like going on with our routine, and then they happen to be on our way. These kind of people. So they're a symptom of the attention comedy. They don't know anything beyond just other than grabbing attention. Pretty much. Their mind is all about being as bombastic. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. A lot of them are extraordinary. That's fucking wild. That's mind-boggling if that's true. Jesus Christ. You should read a book called The Gulf War Never Happened. Hey man, I got nothing against like reading a book on the side while like playing some grindy gotcha game. So hey, I can I don't mind, reading some shit off stream. I mean, I don't I don't make any promises when it comes to reading, but it's on. I'll just put it on my list as is. A lot of what he wrote is now taught in military academies. Hmm. Anyway, enough of political stuff. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, let me see what I recorded through. To be honest, I gotta go. Oh shit. Well, it's good talking to you. Can I just ask a quick question? Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, as long as it's not, you know. What's my Discord at? Oh yeah, I think my Discord should be my Twitter. I don't really use Twitter as much, but I do go on Discord as often. I'm pretty sure mine goes by FUNN505. I don't usually use like the number thing. You can't find anything about in your YouTube channel. Yeah, usually I don't like I don't usually promote my Discord or my server unless it's like no cap. No, no, it's like if you take off the second F in the middle, it is FUNN 505. It's like and replace the F at the so capital FUNN 505. So you can find me on there. I I I think I messed around in the settings on Discord to where like no no oh hold on. I can type it for you. There you go. You can copy and paste. You can copy and paste, and you can probably I can probably get a ping. Yeah, I don't really use DMs as often. The only time I use DMs is like if people like asking me like game related stuff. So video game related stuff and such. After this flight, oh shit. Well, I hope you have a safe flight. But yeah, I don't really use Twitter as much. I mean, unless like I go on Twitter and I see some odd opinions that I can just react to, then sure. But other than that, not really. It's kind of what it is. But yeah, let me know who you go by on Discord, because usually, like, if I see some like odd username that would randomly add, like, part of me thinks it's because I wasn't like in Discord servers, so kind of what it is. Do. Anyway, what are we? What are we doing? Oh yeah, I have to record this before I head off. Let me see if I can remember to recap from here. Welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. So where we last left off, Battler's group is able to uh, be within the safe haven, aka the Golden Land. Well, at a time limit. They tried to convince Lambda Delta to sneak in the 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 Sea of Knowledge, aka the area where Angie and Burn Castle and the such will be at, to sneak in and bring Angie back. But it failed because Lambda doesn't want to take risks. She's still gonna stick to her guts and be the observer. So that's what it is. And then we have the whatchamacallit. What do we have here? Well, there was the convention take place at the present time, aka 1998. It has some bit of a similarity to it if you think about it. The whole convention at the witch hunters and the such. I was like, wait a minute, what? Why am I getting this similar vibe? I'm being pretty vague here, but you get what I mean. Anyway, let's continue. Like Erica's room, Burncastle's was a balcony without a handrail, dug out of a bookshelf cliff. Angie had been kept waiting for some time, but she had waited patiently, looking down at the world below her.
遅くなったわね。ごめんなさい。
After Burncastle appeared, the black cats gave a bow and vanished.
ほら、持ってきたわよ。一なる真実の書。
The Book of the Single Truth. The hell? Wow. It's crazy.
触れてもいい？
お好きになさい。
Berncastle set it on the table and beckoned Angie forward. Slowly, Angie approached it.
これがエヴァおばさんの日記。
Bring the Fate, version Chiru.
そうよ。その中にあんたが知りたかった一なる真実が記されているわ。鍵は持ってるわよね。
Obviously. Of course Angie has the key. What, you think Angie lost it the entire time?
ええ。ここに。
Angie took the key out, looked at it there on her palm, then gripped it tightly. Even the heavy lock that held the diary so securely was fated to be swept aside easily as soon as Angie readied herself.
せかさないわ。あなたの心の準備がついてから開けるといい。
この中には1986年10月4日と5日に何が起こったか記されているのよね。
そうよ。あなたが命と引き換えにしてでも知りたいと願ったすべてがね。
In that instant, two Angies appeared inside of her, taking control of her body at the same time. On the one hand, she knew that she had already paid a great price to learn the truth. This part of her gripped the key, wanting to avoid a second of hesitation that might lead her to refuse to learn the truth now. At the final moment, with the Book of the Single Truths right before her. On the other hand, a feeling as though she was betraying the brother and family who watched over her warmly made her bite her lower lip. However, though she shook, she could do nothing but watch as her right hand slowly brought the key towards the lock. Well, there's the two decisions right here, alright. What am I hesitating for? Inside this diary is the final destination of my sad, painful 12-year-long journey. Wasn't 12 years enough? Do I want to keep living that way? That brother is an illusion created by my heart, my naive hope that a miracle might still occur. If I put my two options on a scale, then the path I should choose is clear. Slowly, I pushed the key into the lock and twisted. The lock opened with a click, and at the same time, it felt as though a crack ran through the key in my hands. Maybe a part of that intricate design had fallen off. I couldn't tell where it was broken just by glancing at it. However, for some reason, its golden glint seemed dull somehow.
あんたがその鍵で選択をしたから。魔法が一つ消えたのよ。
何の魔法？
The choice has already been fulfilled.
バトラが言わなかった。その鍵はあなた以外の誰にも渡すことはできないって。そのあなたに選択を委ねるという魔法が今その役目を終えて消えたのよ。もうその鍵はただの鍵。 この日記を開け閉めするだけのただの鍵よ。
そう。じゃあこのお兄ちゃんの鍵ももう用済みね。
もらってもいい？あんたが読んだ後にもう一度施錠するの。その錠前を開けるのもパーティーの立派なセレモニーだそうだから。
Oh no. Angie, are you really gonna trust her into like giving her the key?
そう。好きにすればいいわ。
Oh no. You've gotta be kidding me. I don't give a damn what happens after I find the truth. Berncastle slid the key from where it lay on the table and put it into her pocket.
ではどうぞ。真実を知ろうとするあなたの勇気が消えてしまう前にね。
I lifted up Aunt Eva's now unlocked diary. The lock was unset. Even the hinge had been released by now. Nothing stands in the way of me opening to the pages within. I thought of taking a deep breath. However, I decided against it. I prepared myself for this long ago. It'd be so stupid to feel my reluctance further. Yeah, better withstand the truth while at it. Brace for impact. I opened it, violently, ruthlessly. I knew that this was the right way to open to the pages that held the truth. As soon as the cover was opened, a brilliant light poured out. My mind went hazy. The truth was sent to my mind directly, without letters or words. Tell me, what happened on that day on Rokenjima? Yeah, what happened there? Oh shit. It's like we're preparing the scales. We're going back to that. We're going back in time. Whoa, shit. My consciousness returned gradually. Nothing was written in the book. Nothing was written in the open book before me. Of course, this was my own blank and empty notebook. I was at school, just sitting idly with my notebook open. The world had stopped. The hands on the clock had stopped too. In that case, the auditorium should have been filled with silence. However, I could hear a small commotion. In this world of suspended time, I could see dark shapes sneaking about in the shadows of the unmoving students. They were students with goat heads. Oh boy. They were sneaking glances at me from behind the frozen students, whispering something to each other. I know. I can hear them. Everybody knows. One after another, students with goat heads grew out of shadows all over the room. They slipped around all the students, stopped in time, and gathered around me. Then, they all jeered out something in unison and, as if they knew I could hear, showered me with giggles and gossip and sneers. However, nothing that came from the goat's mouth reached my ears as words. This was a world without letters or words, so no words reached me. However, their emotions and meanings did reach me, so I knew what they were saying. What it was they were saying. And then, when I was able to visualize it, one after another, the goats opened their massive jaws, showing their fangs that dripped with saliva, and came forward to bite me. Oh no. Let me guess, we're We're near death, is what you're saying. Time was stopped for me. I was aware, but I could not move. That wasn't literally true. However, I was pretending that I couldn't hear, so I couldn't move. The goats bit me all over my body, leaving their fang marks, licking me. Maybe they didn't like the taste of my clothes. Taking advantage of the fact that I couldn't move, they chewed through my clothes one by one. Over and over again, the goats stuck their tongues, their jaws, their fangs into my naked body. I was covered with drool and bitten all over. Bright red teeth marks were left behind as sharp fangs pierced my skin, leaving trails of blood. They licked up that blood like real goats, hurting and humiliating me. As I hung my head, one of the goats pulled on my hair, forcing me to look up and spoke. They didn't say it with concepts, but with words I could hear. However, they weren't words of the human world. They were a witch's words. The red truth, which signifies truth that is certain. Well, if that's how it is, then brace for impact on that one.
認めないわ。
あんたを認めなくったってこれが真相でしょだってあんたが認めないじゃない
It's gibberish. It's the chance of the devil.
真実、私は認めない。認めない。
あんたが認めても認めなくても真実は変わらないだって真実証明された真実がこれらだから
All the laughter. Who cares about the truth? So stupid, so pointless. I'm the one who gets to decide if that's the truth or not, right? Even if it's the red truth, I won't acknowledge it, won't forgive it, definitely won't accept it. That's for damn sure.
赤き真実は絶対？誰にとっての絶対？あんたたちにとっての絶対でしょ？私にとっての絶対じゃない。私の真実はあんたたちの真実に怪我されたりなんかしない。
エンジ、落ち着いて。知りたいと願ったのはあんたでしょ。
私の真実はエヴァおばさんが犯人。エヴァおばさんがみんなを殺したのよ。悪いのは全部エヴァおばさん。お父さんもお母さんもお兄ちゃんもみんなただの犠牲者。誰も悪くない、誰も悪くない。だってそうじゃない。だってそうじゃない。
Yeah, but what if it was, you know, your parents doing all the work, and then Eva was the one being framed, just like the last episode? You don't know. Your aunt will always be on your side, Angie-chan.
わかったわ。あんたの言葉の意味。そうよ、エヴァおばさん、あんたが犯人よ。あんたが犯人。それを認めない世界の方がおかしいのよ。壊れてるのよ。
Hey man, the world is a harsh reality.
正しいのは私。私は赤き真実を、世界のすべてを否定する。
そう。 じゃああんただけに記せる赤き真実を記してごらんなさい。でも人間はどうやって赤き真実を記すの？
あるわよ。人間にしか記せない真っ赤なインクがあるじゃない。
Write it in red, my favorite color.
エンジェさん、落ち着いてください。
正しいのは私、間違ってるのが世界。私が記してあげる。本当の赤き真実で私が真実を記してあげる。
20屋上支援大至急。エンジェさん、待ちなさい。早まるな、危ない。
グッバイエンジェ。Have a nice day.
Goodbye, Angie. Have a nice day.
記してあげる。これが私の記す真っ赤な真実。お前たちの世界の真実など私は受け入れるものか。
Oh wow. We're back to episode 3 of the Witch's Tea Party. She's gonna fall down off the balcony in this one. It's crazy how this pans out. Angie's body went past the edge of the balcony. The air, which she had once been able to swim through, was now completely merciless for some reason. Angie's body plunged straight into the darkness below. Burn Castle just watched the scene play out in silence. Yeah, no words. Behind her, men in black suits rushed up to the fence, clutching it and screaming.
20エンジェさんが飛び降りた。ダメだ、ここからは姿が見えない。大至急地上を調べろ。無理だ、どうしようもなかった。ひょっとするとあそこの防護ネットに引っかかったかもしれん。調べてみよう。
Well, that's the thing. Is she gonna be caught by a safe landing, or is she just gonna guarantee to die? What fools. If you jump straight down from this height, do you really think such a flimsy safety net could possibly save you?
そんな奇跡絶対に起こらないことをこの奇跡の魔女ベルンカステルが保証してあげるわ。
Sweet. Angie's body fell from the skyscraper-like bookshelf and slammed against the floor of the City of Books. She's just looking down from Burn Castle's balcony, which was as high as a skyscraper's roof. Did it look like a lovely red pressed flower? No, you couldn't see it at all. Just like how the death of a single lonely girl who rejected the world didn't matter to anyone in the world. She probably died instantly. It was only natural. She had fallen straight down from this height after all. Is it even conceivable that she wouldn't die instantly after something like that? The index finger on the right hand of her corpse stuck out as though it was tracing something. Could it be that by some impossible miracle she really had escaped an instant death? And could the red blood that had drained from her at the moment of her death have been the ink that drew her own personal red truths. However, no one could ever be able to tell what she had written. After all, the red blood pouring from her corpse had run over it all.
それさえもあんたの選択よエンジェ
Eva was looking down at the beautiful flower of blood radiating from Angie's corpse.
私はあんたを生かそうとしたでもあんたは6歳より先の未来を生きようとしなかっただからあんたは12年をかけてやっと元の場所に戻ってきた
The eyes on Angie's corpse were closed. However, there was no way of knowing if this was a peaceful thing. Eventually, the corpse began to melt away. At the end, it had become a messy lump of flesh with only a few parts recognizable as human. It was hardly surprising. How else would she look after falling from that height and slamming against the asphalt?
あんたは死ねたわでもねそれで天国のみんなに迎えてもらえるかは別だわだってあんたはその天国のみんなを拒絶してここへ来たんじゃない See you hell
See you in hell.
いいえ多分それはここだったのね
You mean everything we're at right now is a hellscape?
さようならエンジェあらエヴァちょうどいいところへお呼びでしょうか我が主そのひき肉のゴミを捨てておいてちょうだい私はこれを戻してくるわ
In Berncastle's hands were the key, which had lost its magic when Angie made her decision, and the book of the single truth, which had been locked up again.
かしこまりました我が主
After looking down one more time, Berncastle vanished. Once she had gone, Eva summoned some cat familiars and ordered them to clean up. The black cats gathered Angie's flesh and scattered limbs and threw them into a tin bucket. Even in this miserable form, Angie's soul was still living. Perhaps living, quote-unquote, is a poor description. I don't know about living. I mean, that soul is pretty much still tortured to this day. She was unable to die, from now on, forever. She would drift along in the deepest depths of oblivion, covered by the dust of oblivion, until she finally disappeared. She continued to question herself. What did the truth mean to her? What was right, and where was the place she could call home? As her flesh began to cool, even the energy to ask these questions began to fade. Eventually, she would forget her everyday memories and even the reason why she was suffering. However, there was one thing she would never forget. That was the anguish. From this point forth, she would suffer endlessly without even knowing why. By the time the cats finished flinging her corpse into the bucket and dumping it into the sea of nothingness, Angie had forgotten even her own name. What's this sound I keep hearing? Yes, it must be the sound of rain. Okay, why is it's raining, but now it's all bright out? In that case, what are those two bright lights coming towards me? Oh god, I'm now looking at a game in light theme. Excuse me. I don't know. However, they came at me with a screeching sound and stopped right in front of me. A blaring noise came at me over and over. Whatever's shining those bright lights is threatening me. It's probably telling me to get out of the way. However, I was incapable of moving even a finger. There was a sound, and a car door opened. Car, door. Apparently, I was lying on asphalt under the pouring rain. Wait, what? Where the fuck am I? I thought she's already dead. Oh, wait. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Hachijo Ikuko. I saw a shadow, which was apparently the driver, open an umbrella and come towards me.
ここはそなたの庭か?
Oh shit. What? Did Angie just now like pop up on a street in the middle of nowhere now? The shadow questioned me. Of course I couldn't answer it.
そなたの庭ならば、私は謝らなければならないな。
What do you mean? What do you mean backyard?
なるほど。このような良き天気の日には、昼寝としゃれ込みたくなるような素晴らしき庭だ。しかし、私の記憶が確かなら。
The shadow crouched down and looked into my face. It was a woman.
ここは天下の講堂だ。そなたはひき肉になりたいのか？あるいはすでにひき肉なのか？どちらなのか教えてほしい。
Well, Angie is trying to find a way to end her life because the world is meaningless to her. I guess that's the explanation for you, alright? Maybe she already is anyway. I clenched my chest. I felt I needed to answer somehow and communicate my intentions. So finally, I managed to let a short groan escape my lips.
なるほど。まだひき肉ではなかったようだな。
And that was how I met Ikuko. Where are we at now? Is beyond me. Oh, we're back here now. We're back at Hachijo's house. Chapter 14 this time. The patient. What? I'm sorry. Why am I reading him?
あと、記憶障害の可能性が高いですな。
Yeah, try reading it without characters voice acting.
CT を見ないことには分かりませんが、脳にダメージがある可能性もあります。
ダメージ程度で済んで大いに結構でした。
Damage. Brain damage? Oh shit. Does this mean that she now has amnesia?
あそこであのまま寝ていれば、それどころでは済まなかったでしょうから。
ですな。いずれにせよ、大きな病院で一度見せた方がいいでしょう。
ありがとう先生。この件は内密に。これはわずかですが、往診のお車代に。
わざわざ他言はしませんが。
But...
いやいや、こんなにたくさんいただくわけには。
What do you mean? You are the doctor after all. In the end, the doctor took the money and swore to keep quiet about the matter. Eventually, Hachijo returned.
おや、起きていたのですか。具合はいかがです？
I nodded weakly, letting her know that it wasn't so bad for now. But where is this place? A room I have absolutely no memory of, and a house I don't remember at all. And first and foremost, here's a woman I've never seen.
まずは私の自己紹介から。私は八条育子。
Hachijo Ikuko.
親しげに育子と呼んでくれても、他人行儀に八条さんと呼んでくれても構いません。
Oh, wait a minute. Did they actually ever introduce that? No. Well, we have Angie Beatrice reaching away. Oh no, it's not introduced there. Okay. Wait a minute. Now I'm actually curious. This really, now it really questions me. What if Hachijo Ikuko's like the actual name, and Hachijo Toya is like, you know, actually a cover name for like someone else to take place of, you know, creating some sort of a tale. It's because there's no way Hachijo Toya is like is only a cover name. There could be like a different, is hinting something different coming up. Hachijo Ikuko.
八条家はこの辺りではちょっと知られた大地主の名家。出来のいい兄たちと違い、私はどこかずれた変わり者。いろいろと悪さが過ぎまして、とうとう親たちからも愛想をつかされて追い出され、今はここで蟄居をさせられています。
You got into a bit too much Okay, I don't really want to pull some sort of devil's advocate of mischief here, but that's crazy. So you mean to tell me that Ikuko Hachijo is one of those, you know, you're part of a rich family?
趣味は推理小説を読むことと、そして書くこと。年は秘密の独身女。心は女子でも、そろそろそれを語るにはおこがましいかなという年頃です。
With the haze my mind was in, it was extremely hard to make out what she was talking about. However, I was able to pick up on the fact that she was trying to cheer me up.
それで、そなたの名前は？
That's a good question. What is her name? After she got like knocked onto her noggin so hard that she couldn't remember. My name. Logically, I know that being a human, I must have a name. And I do have the feeling that I did indeed have a name. However, no matter how hard I tried to remember what it was, it just made my head hurt.
何か名前以外に覚えていることは？
No words. Who am I? My head. No, even my heart was a mess of torn flesh, and I couldn't remember a thing, not even who or what I was. But I must remember, I had some kind of purpose, or maybe a mission. In order to remember that, I first had to remember who I am. Who am I? What is my name? Where was I born, and what was my birthday? I need to remember something, anything. Age.
年？
Oh,
私の年は秘密です。
it's your secret. 18.
私が18歳に見える？
I'm 18.
ああ、そなたの年齢ですか。
Good old Hachijo being confused.
やれやれ、世辞が過ぎると思いました。
When I asked myself how old I was, the number 18 floated into my mind. To be honest, the number 18 felt a bit out of place. My mind felt much younger than that, and my pathetic body felt much older. Yeah. You're mentally younger, but you're physically older.
なるほど。そなたは18歳というわけだ。そしてそれ以上のことは何も覚えていないと。
I nodded weakly. I never knew that knowing nothing about yourself could make you feel this powerless.
では、そなたが自分の名を思い出すまで、18という年にちなみ、18と書いて、トウヤと読む名前を与えましょう。
The name Toya, written with the characters for 18 until you remember.
八条トウヤ。 いかがです？ん？なかなかかっこいいです。自画自賛。
Hachijo Ikuko gave a satisfied laugh. From then on, I took the name Hachijo Toya. My inability to move my body was apparently due to a traffic accident. On that day, I had been hit by a car, and Ikuko had picked me up from where I lay on the street. If she hadn't hit the brakes, she probably would have driven straight onwards, thinking she'd run over a dead dog or something. Later on, perhaps rudely, I suspected that the one who hit me might have been Ikuko herself. But when I saw her completely undamaged front bumper of the car, I gave up on that theory. Wait a minute. Now my mind is realizing something for a moment there. What if this amnesiac was this Hachijo Toya? This was supposedly Battler. What if it was that? I'm kind of curious. And now, like, until the next 12 years. It's boggling my mind for a moment there. Anyway, I'll be right back for a couple more minutes. I gotta get my refill. There we go. Let's see what's going on in here. Damn. I guess it's been quite a while. That's gonna be crazy, right? Like, what if like DK like pops in like at the very last minute before I end the stream, and I'll be like, "Oops, I guess I already reached my time limit of streaming." Oh well, that is how it is, you know. Alrighty, let's continue, shall we? Let's see how this conversation between the amnesiac and Hachijo Ikuko turned out. Hachijo Ikuko lived in a small but lovely mansion on the top of a small hill in a village with a view of the sea. She also owned a hill behind her and was more than capable of enjoying the four seasons in privacy. As time passed slowly, my rehabilitation continued and my ability to move improved little by little. However, it seemed I really did suffer some form of brain damage. Finding out who I was looked like it would be a very difficult task. In the beginning, when I couldn't bear not knowing my identity, my head often hurt so much. Often hurt so much. It felt as though it would explode. However, as I slowly accepted the fact that I was a new person with the new name of Hachijo Toya, the headaches became less frequent. That whole time, no memories returned to me except the fact that I had been 18. However, I was unable to remember anymore, unable even to be sure that 18 was my true age. And eventually I stopped trying to remember my former self.
おはよう、トウヤ。昨日はひどい嵐でしたが、よく眠れましたか？
I had some trouble falling asleep, so I decided to read your manuscript.
おやおや。どこまで読んでくれたのですか？
I finished it.
これは驚いた。あの量の原稿用紙を一晩で読み切ったというのですか？
Yeah. Yeah, that Toya Hachijo sure is interested in, reading. I was surprised too. Once I got into it, I finished before I knew it. It was like I was just skimming it, or maybe like I was taking in each page with just a glance.
どうやらそなたは速読の心得があるようですね。してどうでしたか？感想は。
I liked it a lot. Still, if you don't explain that part about the ocean currents a bit more clearly, it might be a little unfair for a detective novel. Oh, but I thought it was great that you had the foreshadowing with the ring right there at the beginning. After I finished, I had to go back to the beginning and slap myself for being so easily tricked. I think giving people that feeling is what detective novels do best. Did I say something to offend you? If I did, you have my apologies.
いや、なぜ謝るのです。驚いています。
Oh, well, thank goodness.
そなたの的確な感想は称賛に値するでしょう。そなたはどうやら批評家か、あるいは推理小説作家の才能があるらしい。
A detective novel writer, a critic. From across the fog of oblivion, I seem to remember myself fighting and arguing about mysteries or something like that. That way of fighting, which I must have learned in the past, sent a surge of excitement through me. mystery, fighting. My head hurt. I took a painkiller and swallowed it with fresh water brought up from the well. Who am I, really? But no matter how much I thought, I couldn't remember. From what I've been told, the frequency of the headaches might be lessened by brain surgery, but there was no guarantee that it would do my memory any good. Ikuko said that she would let me have surgery if I wanted it. However, I refused. Even if I can't remember it, the real me is still there, sleeping inside my head. I was scared that the surgery might harm that me, quote unquote, somehow. By now, I've gotten used to dealing with headaches. As long as I don't force myself to remember the past, the headaches don't torment me every day. So, bit by bit, I became free of the headaches and got used to my new life as Hachijo Toya. Gradually, my interest shifted from myself to Ikuko. Hachijo Ikuko, a very strange woman. First off, she was apparently the daughter of a very well-off family, just as she had said. However, she was considerably eccentric, and the various mischievous incidents, quote-unquote, she spoke of had apparently gotten her within an inch of being disowned. As a result, she had been given this house and had been ordered to live here quietly and alone. She had never been a particularly social person, so she happily accepted this new state of affairs, living however she pleased with servants to take care of her. She had no friends. No one ever came to visit. When I wasn't around, she only ever talked to an old black cat she kept as a pet, named Burn. Bernie? I don't know her real age. She doesn't seem to be too old to marry yet, but with an isolated life like this, she isn't likely to meet people. She sometimes says that she just hasn't met anyone worth the trouble, but I think she's already given up on marriage. Her everyday life was very simple. She would either read through the many detective novels that were brought to her, or else write detective novels herself. Yeah, a novelist, an author. At first, I thought she was some novelist at a private retreat plugging away at a new book. However, the manuscripts she finished just ended up clipped together in a pile. With me as the sole exception, it didn't look like she ever let anyone read them. A novelist is someone who writes novels for people to read. So, I figured you could hardly call her a novelist when she kept writing novels no one would ever see. Ikuko-san, why don't you ever show these to anyone?
そなたには見せています。無論、出来のマシなものに限りますが。
Haven't you ever thought of sending one to some publishing company? It's a waste otherwise when your works are so interesting.
私の作品など、プロには通じぬ。一度送ったことがあるが、さっぱりダメでした。私には分かっています。こんなもの、素人の道楽です。
I don't think amateur is a fitting word for someone who's so well versed in detective novels from all times and all across the world.
大飯ぐらいが良き料理人になれるわけでもない。推理小説を読み散らすことが良き推理小説家であることを保証するわけでもない。そういうことです。
Amateur, huh?
からこんなものは道楽に過ぎません。
Excuse me. Is it really fun to write novels that that you won't show to anyone?
かつては楽しかった。かつては。
What about now?
そなたに感想を得ることが楽しい。
Well, then what about one? What it used to be once.
とりあえず一章を書き終えました。お茶を用意させるので、また読んで感想を聞かせてもらえませんか？
Hachijo Toya is now going to be the reader for Hachijo Ikuko, huh? Saying this with a smile, Ikuko thrust a pile of manuscript paper at me. I'm convinced that whether you read detective novels or write them, they're boring if you're all on your own. You can only find something really precious when you share that world with someone else. Share it with a personal friend. Headache.
どうよ。しっかり。今頭痛薬を。
Get some aspirin. I'm fine. I'm more interested in this manuscript. I can't wait for the new chapter. Well, as much as I want to continue this, I think it's a good time to stop it from here. You know, this might be a good I believe chapter 14 is going to be a bit of a chill chapter right here. So, aside of Angie reaching the whole of the book of the single truth, opening it, and now we are here between Hachijo Toya and Hachijo Ikuko. So the next part, we will continue what's going on between the two. So with that being said, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Yeah, so far so good on this one. Something tells me I'm not even far off in this one, though. Let me see at episode 8. Do. Oh yeah. I think I'm getting a little bit close, but I feel like this. Something tells me it's gonna explain. What if this amnesiac is the sole survivor of some incident? I'm actually curious. That's funny. When DK said that the president is gonna be elected by the time we're gonna be finishing up the visual novel. That's amusing. I was like, nah. There's still a few more months if you ask me. Alright. I think it's a good time to stop it from here. Alright, so what do we... Is there anyone that want to, like, talk here or wind up and such? Gotta turn that down. You would think, well... At least, thankfully, it was a good stream, to say the least. I wonder if streaming in the at noon would mean Crumbling Sanity would be around, but that probably wouldn't work. But probably won't matter either way. Is there really something to end it on? That seems a little too moe and peaceful at the same time. I think it's a good time for me to stop it from here. I got some, gotta bounce. Gotta shimmy my way out. Alrighty, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and the such. I'll see you guys later.